LOL. In court today, Durk lost his temper when the prosecution produced new evidence. This is because the new evidence they wished to use against Durk started in the F group conversation on their iPhones, making it obvious who the snitch holes are. It reads, "Old Durk is being accused by federal prosecutors of targeting O-Black members for not exacting retribution on King Vaughn. The prosecution plans to call a witness who claims Durk gave the orders." According to the evidence file, defendant Durk Banks believed that O-Black members were not properly retaliating for Bennett's killing, also known as King Vaughn, which led to Banks's feuds with O-Black member Monoduck. Lil Durk believed that regardless of one's individual circumstances, everyone ought to be drawn to King Von. You have to get out there and get to work. Black
life by basically saying he's guilty of for hire, and the only thing that, like, yes, some of these things look suspect. Why'd you go there? Why are these people going there? Why'd you send this message? But nothing. There's no message that they got that says where Durk says, "Y'all that Quando yet?" Nothing says that.
You missing the point. Okay. They got a witness already cooperating on that. Been had one. We just ain't seen what they said. It's 3 years. One of the cooperating.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so that's co-conspiracy.
I don't need too much more than that. One of the is cooperating. Then in the paperwork, you got the conversation. They say they had it in and out. The other 2 was figuring out how they getting paid.
The new piece of data, however, is much more concerning. It would turn out that LOL Durk is suspected by the federal government of being behind the 2021 Awando Rondo attempt at a gas station in Blackshear, Georgia. There, on my page like Slide for Vaughn, "I know they're trolling me," writes the evidence file, which includes surveillance footage and witness statements about Bowman's, also known as Quando, attempt in Georgia, where the feds think Durk self-snitched as he rapped the songs, where he would even claim, "For some reason, I just don't see those comments anymore," in a podcast when referring to the Slide for Vaughn statements. They are not using the lyrics to attack Durk, it should be noted. They are taking advantage of the song's release date to align it with W. Quando's petrol station hit in order to tack on additional charges. They are also trying to get member DD to disagree with Durk, though.
And that's what DD did. He's basically saying all this evidence y'all got against Durk got nothing to do with me. Why you got me charged with Durk? And that doesn't mean he's going against Durk. That just means he wants his case severed. And I'm telling you, if it's severed, it helps Durk. Because one of the main connective tissue to this conspiracy is saying that Durk told DD to hire. DD's saying, "I ain't get told to hire nobody, and I ain't hiring nobody." What are you talking about? Why would I hire someone? That's his thing.
However, this is where it becomes difficult. D is staying firm with Lowell Dirt, but his younger brother isn't. Rappers wrote, "Please tell me this isn't real." They were so appalled by his younger brother's behavior, but, regrettably, it is. You might be shocked to hear that DD's younger brother, Lil Ted, was arrested at a gas station. The according to News, the new body cam footage that shows Lil Ted begging to snitch against Durk and F members has changed the case. Since Ted is Durk's top man and his younger brother, FD, it is unclear what Lil Ted told the FBI. Authorities retrieved Ted from a nearby convenience store.
Really?
Dude had a. What about that? A man had a with an extended clip. That's cool though, right?
Then, at this exact moment, L. Ted would be driven to the police station. Before he had even gotten inside, he was sobbing and yelling at the police. "I promise not to go to jail, but I will inform you about the death."
Come on. Hey, stop it. Stop it.
The fact that he was crying hysterically when placed in his waiting cell, and that all he wanted to do was snitch on everything he knew in order to get released from prison, made it worse in some respects. However, if you would also reply in this way, do write a...
Wait, hold on, you gotta relax for me, because I can't understand it. Relax. What's the number? Say what you saying, man.
We're gonna see what we can do for you, all right?
We're gonna see what we can do for you. You gotta relax for me.
Relax, man. I'm gonna get a bus from prison. Relax.
Give me no, I'm saying, what you talking about? I'm trying to get that.
Being his older brother, DD is aware of the crimes D has told him about during the years that they have been together. This would also explain DDD's wish to be taken out of Lil Durk's case though, as he is unaware of the consequences of having to defend his own brother in court. However, Lil Durk is also being spied on by other people. The bond between Ottavani and D's family is close. Besides, he's against Durk. Furthermore, his court file was updated today to show that he is no longer even employed by the Bureau of Prisons, verifying that the information he gave the police was true and that he has been freed from detention, most likely on bond. Arrest. In fact, Vonnie was able to acquire a cell phone. He texted someone he believed to be a friend, but that person betrayed Vonnie and told everything. Yeah, and I'm trying to bleed out on a 32, which is the base for M for hire, Vonnie replied to his message. Max's age is 43. I would lose 2 points for not having any background, 1 point for entering an early plea, and 2 points for entering a plea. As a result, I will only have 5 to 7 years, or 27 points. It's better than that. I was unable to go to the trial. Someone could elbow me. I'd like not to be discovered. Similar to the other boys. When he says he doesn't want to become like those other boys, he's referring to Jam. What happened to him is important because this is where something extremely weird would happen. But more on that later. We would see a strong father-son bond on social media.
I'm gonna give you this. It's a back door and I got all the pieces. That's all I'm gonna tell you. As Durk asked Vonnie, is it open? Vonnie told him it's off the hinges.
Wait. Are you talking about the Von? Like King Von?
Listen very carefully. When the payment was made to Little Tim, the next day or the same day, Durk asked Vonnie, was it open? This is what he asked him. Was it open? It was the exact words, was it open? He told him it's off the hinges.
Are you saying that Vonnie backdoor King Von? No way. That was right here.
You heard what I just said. Guess what? You need motive first, right? I got bankers. I got bankers that'll testify that or will make a contract or make a statement to you and let you know that this is the amount of money he had, this is what he had, this is that, another. You need motive first and foremost. I got text messages from the lawyer letting you know that who told on Durk before, who told on Von before he.
Video footage of DJ Academics asking Vonnie's father over the phone why Durk would want King Von sent to the police would be located online. This would become extremely popular. But the police took notice and compiled a comprehensive evidence file of all the things Vonnie's father said going forward. He stated something you won't believe. When they were linked at the time of King Von's passing, Vaughn and Durk were embroiled in a legal battle together. Since King Vaughn's untimely death prevented the matter from proceeding to trial, it concluded in an odd private settlement, which implied that Durk most likely made a private deal with the federal government.
He ain't take my advice. He ain't respond no back to me because this is on a tablet. He on a jail tablet when I sent that to him. He ain't respond nothing else to him. I told you he can't take my advice because they playing. They made themselves get caught. This is what come along with it. They wanted to get caught. You understand me?
So, that's what you meant by trenches paint. Okay.
What you mean trenches what?
Was it you that said that? With the whole narrative about Vonnie snitching with the text messages, like that's.
Yeah. I don't know who said that, but that was me.
Cause that was a focus. Everybody was trying to make it seem like that's what the text messages was about.
That's just saying what he finna cop out to, and this, that, and and with me saying Von, some people like, damn, what he gonna tell on some words on Von?
I ain't gonna lie, I said that in my video. I'm intrigued to know what the Von name was for.
No, he ain't gonna tell him no Von. You gonna tell it just like you orchestrated Lil Pat. You orchestrated this, and guess who you work.
Detectives now found a widely shared tweet that read, Vonnie's dad leaking that Durk had Von dealt with is really making me wonder why Durk suddenly goes on IG Live when he is connected to somebody passing. When Durk went live just after the deaths of King Von, Lulab, and FBG Duck, fans even believed he was using Instagram Live as a real action alibi. Put otherwise, if the feds accuse Durk of being involved, all he has to do is he was on Instagram Live, and his lawyers showed the authorities that he was clearly unrelated. However, the feds thought the next interview clip was really strange. According to a tweet from Vanny's father, Vanny allegedly arranged Lil Pab's killing, which is the central theme of the entire legal case. If this is true, Lil Pab was the one who orchestrated the whole thing, and Lil Durk is innocent. Interview 10/42/1136. As a result, Lil Durk's lawyers would try to get him released, knowing that there is evidence from the federal government that Durk is most likely innocent. On the basis that the second superseding indictment was void, Durk filed a motion to dismiss. It was disclosed. Instead, if it is accepted, he requests a bill of particulars that includes information about the kind of bounty, the time and date, the audience, the circumstance, and the coded language used. Because his lawyers asked the prosecutors to give evidence that Lil Durk promised Oblak the Quando Rondo Award, coupled with the reward or musical opportunity that Durk offered in the recently filed paperwork. Members, so that the crime can be committed. Why haven't they even indicated the date and time? All of this information would have been revealed by now in a typical court case involving M for hire. However, because the prosecution hasn't revealed anything, Durk's lawyers believe they don't even have the proof against him. However, this did not sit well with the prosecutors, and a highly corrupt
they got Lil Durk in a hole for basically some BS, and right now we're gonna show the paperwork. They saying that he was caught with a cell phone, and basically that's not true. They trying to keep him in a hole, do a lot of things that they shouldn't be doing or whatever, but they're trying to make a point because they saying that me and him is privileged and we got so many things going on, and it's a lot of BS.
This would be noted by Charleston White, who would proclaim that the rap industry has won with Lil Durk's imprisonment in solitary confinement. But if you'd rather Durk's...
This is a real victory. Now that demonic force was a dark force. It was a dark energy. I think we now finally get to put that fire out. I don't think we'll hear drill music ever again. I don't think drill rappers would ever be celebrated ever again. Down goes the drill. So this is a victory for law-abiding Americans who like hip-hop music but don't like the killing part of it.
Meanwhile, sources believe that the police are concealing Lil Durk's actual fate. And let me explain. According to reports, Chicago rapper Lil Durk got into a brawl inside a prison this morning. Lil Baby went so far as to tweet, "I don't care about anything else right now other than Durk. Give the man a break." Beginning with a tweet regarding Lil Durk's first day pal Glee's passing in Chicago last night, the streets would connect the actual events, producing now a number of F members are being targeted. This raises the question of who might desire retaliation, as fans noted just after Wando Rondo and Lil Tim's interviews. Both were released on the same day, and although they gave different interviews, they both conveyed the same message. Some believe it's an attempt to use Lil Durk's Instagram Live alibi against him, while others view it as an odd coincidence. The federal government doesn't even investigate their search for Durk in this way. According to Lil Tim,
like, shit, I was just protecting my little brother.
When you did finally find out that it was King Von who did it, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn, if Brian did that stupid shit last night, he still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, yeah, I ain't no the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't no disrespect to like his mama saying him shit like that, cause I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. Like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person, but it's like, they ain't never popped that shit off. That would have never happened like that.
Similar remarks were even made by Quando Rondo, who said he wished that things had been handled better.
Whoever on my side, they got kids and a mama that 100% love them. And at the end of the day, bro, all this that we talking about is stupid. That could have been handled a totally different way. It could have been handled to the point where a song and $3-4 million could have came out or whatever. Like that could have got handled in a legit way, in a music way.
Two of his operations interviewed Durk on the day that he was targeted in jail, thanking him and wishing that things had turned out differently. Others believe that because Durk was about to be released from prison, they acted swiftly on him. But this doesn't seem odd at all. Durk is being released on a bond, according to words from his father.